All right, so closing arguments resume today in the double murder trial of Alex Murdaugh. His defense team is expected to close its case today, and then the jury will decide if the former attorney is guilty of killing his wife and son in June of 2021. Our Nikki Battiste is in Walterboro, South Carolina, where court is about to be in session shortly. Nikki, good morning.
Good morning. Prosecutors delivered closing arguments for about 4 hours yesterday. Jurors seemed to pay close attention, though two did appear to close their eyes at least once during the lengthy proceedings. It comes with the end of this trial on the horizon, nearly 6 weeks after it began.
On behalf of the state of South Carolina, I ask you to return a verdict of guilty.
In fiery closing arguments, prosecutors painted Alex Murdaugh as a killer who murdered his wife and son to avoid confronting what they called a descending storm of past wrongs, and as a dishonest man who used his decades of legal expertise to cover his tracks.
He lies convincingly and easily.
In gripping testimony last week, Murdaugh admitted to a pattern of lying about his addiction to opioids, years of embezzlement, his presence at the scene on the night of the murders, and a botched suicide attempt in their wake.
There is only one person who had the motive, who had the means, who had the opportunity to commit these crimes.
In a rare move, jurors visited the crime scene on Murdaugh's sprawling hunting estate before closing arguments began. Bullet holes were still visible at the dog kennels where Paul and Maggie Murdaugh's bodies were found.
It's official that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
Investigators say 2 guns were used in the murders. The defense argues that means there were 2 shooters. Prosecutors contend that's exactly what Murdaugh wanted people to think.
This is him. This is Alex, the prosecutor, the lawyer, and he's thinking through this. He's thought through this. He's going to use 2 guns because it's going to confuse people that perhaps there were 2 shooters.
In closing, the state begged jurors not to be fooled by Murdaugh.
And he fooled Maggie and Paul, too. And they paid for it with their lives.
After the defense delivers its closing argument today, the prosecution will have one more opportunity to respond before the jury begins its deliberations. If Murdaugh is not convicted of murder, he could still face life in prison for the financial crimes he admitted to during this trial. Anne-Marie?
But I want to ask you about this field trip, because I got to tell you, Nikki, I had like a greater sense of just how things could have gone down once I saw kind of a play-by-play of that property where his son was found, where his wife was found. Can you tell me a little bit about, more about that field trip, how uncommon something like this is?
It's not unheard of, but it's pretty rare to take a jury to a crime scene. The defense wanted this trip, and defense attorney Dick Harpootlian, when he made the request to the judge, said he really wanted the jury to get a sense of the space, where the dog kennels were in relation to the main house, how far that distance was. You also heard in the piece that the doorway to the dog kennels near where Paul Murdaugh, Alex's son, was found, there's still bullet holes there. It's been 20 months since this happened, so the defense felt it was really critical for the jury to see that. Anne-Marie?
You pointed out that a couple of the jurors, their eyes might have been sort of sagging a little bit. And I just thought, gosh, this trial has gone on much longer than was initially expected. There's a mountain of evidence for this jury to go through.
Yes, and the jury really doesn't have to go through any evidence if they don't want to, but they could ask to see something played back. They could ask the judge. They can make a request at any point. Lead prosecutor Creighton Waters, who delivered the closing argument for the prosecution, urged the jury to watch one of the investigators' interviews with Alex Murdaugh. He said, please watch that back, watch his demeanor, listen closely to what he says. So everyone keeps asking us, how long do you think deliberations will take? No one has any idea. This jury could take a day or 4 weeks, who knows? But we have to wait and see if they do ask to see back any evidence, and sometimes we can get a sense what they're thinking based on what that request might be. Anne-Marie?
And so you also pointed out that he actually admitted to other crimes that he hasn't been charged with. I don't think he's been charged with. He's being investigated. He admitted on the stand, I guess, as part of his own defense. So he's definitely obviously he's facing time for the murders. Do we have any sense of what sort of time he could be facing for if he's convicted of murdering his wife and son? And then what would happen with these other financial crimes?
So for the murders, Alex Murdaugh faces up 30 years, up to life in prison without parole. Regardless of whether or not he's convicted or if it's a hung jury, he still faces all of those financial crimes. He's been charged only in 1 or 2, but he faces about 99 more charges. And if you add he's admitted to them, presumably he'll be convicted of all of them. And if you add up the time he would face collectively for just the financial crimes, that's also life in prison. So it seems pretty inevitable that regardless of the outcome of this trial, Alex Murdaugh will likely never step outside prison again. Anne-Marie?
Wow. Nikki Battiste. Thank you very much, Nikki.